Hi, welcome back to the second episode of B2B Direct Talk. My name is François. I am your host on this series of B2B Direct Talk. Purpose of it is to help industrial makers to grow by understanding better how to express their product to the right audience, convert better, and eventually show the attribution of activities to sales. In this episode number 2, I got a question coming from one of our guests, okay? So listen to that before and then we'll jump right into it.
Hi, thanks for having me on the show. I have one question for you. Looking at your audience out there, are you reaching the right people?
That's a great question, okay? Thank you for that. So, are we reaching to the wrong audience? My experience is, in a matter of fact, we do. Quite happy, actually, to have a bounce rate. What's that? A bounce rate is a terminology that web people use when you're looking for a bolt or nut and you're trying to repair your pool or patio or something in your garage and you want to go to Home Depot and then you're making bolts, but not the kind of bolts, medical screws, titanium fasteners. Then your keywords on maybe that's what your marketing people tell you. Ooh, I need to fetch bolts. That's not correct because you can't win. So how do we reach the right people? It starts with audience. Most of the companies I work with have an audience problem. And what it really is a focus problem. So in the previous episode, we talked about the three stooges, right? The three characters. We have a specker that specifies something from its engineering perspective or mechanical features. We have a buyer that buys what is he or she has been told to buy, and you have a manager that pays the bills. All have different expectations and different needs at different stages. The common wisdom is you need to reach every one of them 10 times at the same time to get some return. Practice that in your brain a minute. That's 30 messages, right? 10 times 3. And over a period of month, sometime years, sometime weeks, they will eventually remember that your brand is who they need to talk to. The technique is called outbound marketing, but I promise you that this series was not about jargon, so I'm going to stop right there. But to try to reach everyone, which is most marketing do, you reach no one. So when I hired into Kenamo, at the time my CMO asked me, well, you got to talk to everyone. I said, no, I only have 5 fingers in my hand. So this is company A, B, C, D, E. And I'm going to go as deep as I can, as fast as I can on the 5 at a time. But I knew that those 5 companies had 3 each that I needed to talk to. Yeah, 15 already. So make the math. It's not trying to reach everyone, it's ending up reaching no one if you go in that way. So once you got those 3 personas or more, sometimes you got other things playing into your business. I got some customers with 7 personas. It's a little complicated, but we get things done. So if you think about what they care, you then, in your marketing, for example, when I was in one of the corporate companies I used to work with, we had business aviation, we had commercial aviation, we had defense, we had space, and they all care about different things. Within the commercial aviation, we had people making landing gears, people making engines, people making coffee pots. Hang on a minute, that's another layer. Yeah, it is. It's called submarkets of markets. And then I got buyers and speccers and managers, and who are they? Where are they? So that's the beautiful part of this second episode, is talking to the right people. So roll up your sleeves. There is no magic in there. You gotta find those people. You got to start LinkedIn with them, whatever else you use, TikTok. You gotta make them participate into your brand. You gotta invite them to subscribe to your content 10 times, times 3, before you can expect a return. So it's a long journey. It's the same product message, it's the same solution message, declined multiple times for different industries. So for example, one of my customers, we have product that cater to an industry, say aerospace. And they have another line of products that work with cast iron. Right? You see the difference, right? On an airplane, you don't find cast iron. So if your message to the aerospace community says, "Ooh, new widget, we can now do this with cast iron," you're going to look like a fool. You're going to be dismissed. You're going to hurt your brand. So you got to know how to use them technologies today to help you personalize at scale. It's about clarity of intent. It's not making noise. That's what most of us do. Actually, I even do it myself. So have a very focused messaging and targeting combined together, because if not, you're going to end up spending your sales time talking to the wrong people that are confused by the message they didn't understand, and they call you to buy medical bone screws, but you do aerospace fasteners. So your sales time, 15 minutes to an hour to go through your pitch to find out this is not even close. So are we talking to the right people in the right way? If not, that's the bottleneck, and that's what you need to address. So thank you for being here for episode 2. Really appreciate you being there. Click on the next button. There's 2 or 3 more coming. Pass it to your friends. Maybe DM me, IM me, email me, call me. Yeah, phone still exists. And we can get on the phone for 10, 15 minutes and chat about the questions. Okay? So thank you again, and see you on the next episode. Ciao.